5 days to truth. Day one, embodiment. Hey, everybody. Welcome to day one of 5 days to truth. Today's meditation will focus on embodiment or getting inside the body. Most of us walk around about 6 feet out in front of ourselves all the time, meaning we're not inside of our bodies. So, this meditation is a step one, the first step of finding your way to truth. This is about getting back inside of your body, understanding what that feels like, and then accessing it whenever necessary, and hopefully all the time. Begin by sitting in a comfortable position. This can be sitting in a chair or sitting on a pillow. If you're sitting on a pillow on the floor, your legs can be cross legged. If you're sitting in a chair, you can cross your feet at your ankles or just have both feet on the floor. For your hands, they can either be relaxed gently with one hand lying on top of the other, but avoid crossing your knuckles or connecting your hands. You want to allow the energy to flow freely. The other option is you can sit with both hands on your knees. This will allow for you to sit in a straight and upright position so that the energy can move freely along your spine. The other trick I like to share is to just slightly distend your stomach. This is shocking for people to hear because in the Western world, we're very used to six-pack abs and sucking our stomach in. But in this case, you'll allow your stomach to slightly distend or release. And you might notice that this allows some relaxation in your spine, as if your spine can gently float up off the base. Once you're in this comfortable position, we can begin. Close your eyes, and at the sound of the bell, the meditation will begin. Begin by noticing your two nostrils, noticing as you inhale and the sensation of the air as it passes both nostrils at the same time. You might notice that the brain wants to shift from one nostril to the other nostril, but the intention is to keep focus on both nostrils simultaneously. Notice if the air is cool or warm, if it has a easy sensation as it enters the nostrils, or perhaps a tickling sensation. And you don't need to judge it or get involved at all with the content, but just notice the sensation. On your next inhale, whenever that is for you, pull the breath from both nostrils to the back of the throat. Or just noticing that very short trip as the air enters both nostrils and then touches the back of the throat. On the next inhale, perhaps in through the nostrils, the back of the throat. Notice the jaw, the tongue, even the teeth. Can you allow the breath to touch and perhaps widen the sensation in the jaw, the tongue, even the teeth? On the next inhale, breathing in through the nostrils, the back of the throat, and this time all the way down to sit on the top of the space of both shoulders simultaneously. So the space between your ears, all the way down to the shoulder heads, becoming aware of the shoulders and of the space around them. On the next breath, through the nostrils, the back of the throat, past the shoulders, and down to sit in the back of the heart, which is just between your shoulder blades, on the lower part of your shoulder blades. Just notice what's there. Perhaps a sensation of tightness, perhaps not. Sometimes our more painful or difficult emotions like to hide out in the back of the heart. It's safe there and hidden. You can just invite any sensation to be seen. And there's nothing to do about the sensation, no story for the brain to get involved with. You can just experience it as sensation in the back of the heart, maybe all the way down to the lowest rib, allowing the breath to relax and expand your back body and the back of the heart. On the next inhale, in through the nose, touching the back of the throat, and down this time the front of the body to the front of the heart. And imagining that there's a rib cage, 360, and your heart's just dangling from a gold chain in the center of your rib cage. And the cage is an apt name as it protects your heart. And taking a breath and touching into the heart, dangling on this gold chain, sitting in the protection of the rib cage, just asking it, can I come into contact with you today? Noticing if there's any emotion, any sensation that needs to be seen. And if the brain wants to get involved and the mind wants to start thinking, you can just tell the mind, like a little puppy, to go sit in the corner. You'll be with it later. And come back to the breath and back to the heart and the sensations in the body. On the next in breath, past the nostrils, the back of the throat, down the body, past the heart to the solar plexus. This can be a space where anxiety likes to hang out near your vagus nerve. Just welcoming what's here and dropping into any sensation, noticing if there's anything sticky or dark, anything that needs your attention. And this isn't thinking attention, this is just being with attention. Can you just be with sensation, emotion, energy in the body? And if at any time this is feeling like too much, like trauma is getting exposed or felt in a way that feels overwhelming, you can just slightly open the eyes and pick a focus point in the room and reground yourself in space and time. But if not, continue to breathe into the solar plexus, allowing whatever's here to come forward. On the next in breath, inhaling through the nostrils, touching the back of the heart, touching the front of the heart, passing the solar plexus and all the way down into the lower belly, saying hello to the space between the belly button and your hips, the root chakra, the chakra of security and safety. And again, noticing what's here. Sometimes heavy emotions can get stuck here, sometimes not. Whatever you're experiencing is just fine. On your next inhale, tracing the breath from the nostrils to the back of the throat, past the heart, the solar plexus, and all the way down into the lower belly, as if it's one long, extended sensation of breath. Inhaling one long extension of breath all the way to touch into the root chakra, to the sex organs, and then all the way back out. As you notice your body expanding and contracting, on your next inhale, inhaling through both nostrils, touching the back of the throat, the heart, the solar plexus, the lower abdomen, into the thighs, the knees, the calves, and all the way down to sit in your feet as if you could feel your feet from the inside out, as if you could feel yourself inside of your 10 toes. Noticing the skin from the inside of your feet, the inside of your calves. On the next inhale, inhaling through both nostrils, touching the back of the throat, the heart, the solar plexus, the lower belly, down the legs, and all the way into the feet. One big, full body breath, inviting the arms and the hands in, as if your whole body is a balloon and you're feeling this balloon from the inside out. Again, as if you could live inside your own skin and breathe the skin. Staying with the feet, staying with the breath, staying with the sensation of the whole body breathing itself. Perhaps this is the first time you've been inside your body today. Perhaps it's the first time you've been inside your body in a long time. And there's a whole universe to be experienced when we go inward. Saying hello, welcoming, feeling, noticing what happens when we sit down and inside the body. Continuing to feel yourself inside of your feet, continuing to breathe the entire body from the inside out, as if you could trace the inside of the skin on each part of your body as you're breathing, and just noticing what's here. Following the inhale and exhale and noticing what's here. And pay attention to the sensation of being with the body, in contrast to being all head or out 6 feet in front of ourselves. It's almost like one of those old dolls with the plastic head and the cloth body. We walk around as the plastic head with a whole body dangling below us that we're never actually sitting down and in with. So now take a breath all the way in through the nostrils, the back of the throat, touching the heart, the solar plexus, the lower abdomen, all the way down the legs and into the feet, and ground into the core of the earth, connecting with the energy of the earth. Perhaps connecting with a sensation of awareness, awareness of the inside of your body, awareness as a verb, and awareness as a noun. Awareness itself has a texture and sensation that you can feel inside your skin. Begin to see yourself from outside yourself, looking at yourself meditating. Notice the change. Notice the shift from when you go inside your body to outside. And then with the inhale, come back and follow the breath again from the nostrils to the back of the throat, the heart, the solar plexus, the lower belly, down the legs, and into the feet. Now placing the attention on the back of the neck. Let just a tiny bit of light in through the eyes by opening them ever so slightly while holding the attention on the back of the neck. This serves to keep you down and inside your body. And while holding the attention on the back of the neck and the tops of the shoulders, continue to slowly, slowly open the eyes, allowing the outside world in while maintaining connection with your feet. Perhaps the colors look a little brighter. Perhaps your sensations feel a little stronger. We'll slowly come back to the room, begin our journaling. The journaling prompt for day one is to write down what you noticed as you went into your body. How long has it been since you've really felt down and in your body? What were the sensations you experienced? What were the emotions or feelings that arose, if any? What were the physical manifestations, like tingling or tiredness, or maybe even some anxiety as you began to enter your inner world? Take 5 to 10 minutes to journal about today's meditation. Your homework between now and tomorrow will be to practice staying in your bodice. Your homework between today and tomorrow will be to practice staying in your body. And notice when you're 6 feet out in front of you or dangling from your head. See if you can use the breath and the prompt of going from your nostrils to the back of the throat, your heart, your solar plexus, your lower belly, all the way down into your feet in the next 24 hours as a way to help you stay embodied. This has been day one of 5 days to truth. I look forward to meditating with you again tomorrow. Much metta and have a great day.